I suppose I'm going to start this presentation with a joke. What's the only breakfast food that could also potentially kill you? For anyone who didn't get it by now, the answer is a bear claw. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Joshua Tyler Burkhart. I'm an outgoing, outspoken individual concentrated on advancing and realizing connections worldwide. The Russian writer Fyodor Dostoevsky once noted in his famous novel Crime and Punishment, "We sometimes encounter people, even perfect strangers, who begin to interest us at first sight, somehow suddenly, all at once, before a word has been spoken." However, he did write this in the 19th century, and as Bob Dylan once wrote, "The times they are a-changin'." I earnestly believe people in our modern society have begun to dissociate themselves from one another more than ever. Though I wouldn't argue that the avenues and means of connecting socially the world over have clearly grown in the past few decades, I would argue that there is a very large amount of individuals vastly underutilizing these tools and their potential, both the people and the mechanisms. As the internet and web offerings continue to expand, connecting with someone is literally becoming as easy as the click of a mouse. Thusly, I have created this blog and cultivated a strong online presence or personal brand to fish out some of the reasons, methods, advantages, and so on that coincide with actually relating to others. Be it within the context of your community, your country, your planet, or anyone you deal with regularly or irregularly, I truly believe there is a genuine value that can be derived from building and maintaining these relationships the world over. I didn't want to do this in a bland, boring way, so I tried to put my own unique spin on it by incorporating elements such as the background image you see before you, which is actually that of a Jackson Pollock painting aptly named the same title as the blog, Full Fathom 5. The artsy side of me felt that this title gave me a greater depth or broader range of topics to cover because I didn't really want to just cover one thing with this blog. However, I mostly tried to incorporate things in the vein of the class, talking about social media and networking and how we can actually use these tools to develop and cultivate relationships. I also tried to put my own unique spin on it by giving each blog title a funny movie name, such as Google as It Gets, throwing in videos and infographics, thank you for infographicking, breakfast at Epiphanies, and cool pictures like this 4-clove Cheez-It. So far, I have been garnishing a solid group of followers on Twitter who perceive strong value for my content and even gotten a few good comments on my blogs. Even though I haven't technically garnished any offline contacts or really gotten a phone call about the things that I've been doing, this personal brand or blog has given me a rare opportunity to speak my mind and to address things that I maybe normally wouldn't personally address in any other forums. I also feel that Twitter and the things that I'm commenting on and relaying on Twitter is good, solid content that people can derive value from as well. I am interested in helping anyone and everyone who wants to connect. I genuinely believe that I have something to offer everyone. I think that I will try to incorporate more elements of my blog later and try to expand and cultivate new avenues. But for the time being, if you'd like to connect with me, I do update and manage all of these networks regularly. Feel free to hit me on Twitter, get at me on Google+, Facebook, or even come to the blog and contribute to the conversation. I would love to hear from you. I would also like to note that everything that I do is adding value for not just myself or everyone that I've helped, but I also think it adds value simply because it makes me put myself out there in ways that I would have not done so before.